Good morning, everybody. Toast to you and all you do. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. I'm not liking this new hat. I'm missing my crocheted hat. I think I'm gonna have to make one. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I tried to make a video yesterday, but the neighbor's dog would not stop barking, like all day. I would come out and sit down and get everything ready, and as soon as I would start talking, that poor dog would just start barking. So we had to wait until today to make the video. With the kids home and everything, it is just too noisy inside to make a video. So there was really no quiet space. So we're out nice and early today. It's only like 22 degrees outside. It's freezing this morning. But I hope everybody is warm and toasty where you are and enjoying your day. And we are here for our introspective journey. If this is the first time you're joining us, that's amazing. Welcome, and I'm glad that you're here. If you're coming back again, then welcome back, and I hope that you are enjoying this journey and that you have learned something new about yourself. I personally have had many revelations through these questions and then also just through things that have been going on in life. I'm really trying to turn over a new leaf and let go of a lot of things that I don't need to carry anymore. So I hope that you are also having that kind of transformation and that you are able to grow and really, think of this as like the cocoon, and you're in this cocoon and you are changing, and when you come out, you're going to be a beautiful butterfly. I just hear the voice from A Bug's Life where the big fat caterpillar turns into the butterflies. That's what I hear in my brain every time. I know I quote a lot of Disney movies. I work with children for a long time. Um, plus, they're fun. And I can't wait for all of these kids who love Frozen to grow up and then they all become pagan and their parents are like, I don't understand why. Like, well, they watched Frozen every day for a good portion of their childhood. It's going to have a large impact on their overall sense of life. And it's got great pagan values in it. I love it. I encourage my kids to watch it all the time because I'm like, yes, I really can get behind the values in this movie. Anyways, so for today's question, or today we're going to do two questions because we missed yesterday. So the first question we're doing today is, what is something you are good at without any formal training? So everyone has a talent. Some people's talents are, I just, for some reason, got the picture of somebody tying a cherry in a knot, the stem and the knot, whatever. And maybe that's your talent. That's great. Everybody has their talents, something that they're good at, something that they just kind of naturally were good at. And we need to honor those. I think a problem that we see often in our society and then that we internalize is that we are all striving for this ideal societal norm. And we forget that in a functioning society, there is not one ideal. In order for a society to function, there are many, many roles, and each role must be fulfilled. And the garbage guy is just as important as the banker because we need both of those things in order for our society to function. And they should both be equally honored for the hard work that they do and the part of our society that they, I think that the garbage man is more important than the banker personally, and I'm really nice to my garbage man. My husband's always like, why do you push the garbage cans so far out into the street? And I stagger them. So if it's a recycling day, I put the recycling out further from the trash can. And my husband's like, why do you do that? And I said, well, then the guy doesn't have to get out of his truck. He can just pull up, the machine grabs the trash can, it does its deal. But my neighbors who don't even push it down onto the street, he has to get out of the car, he has to pull their trash can down to the street, he's got to get back in his truck, and then it'll pick up the thing, and then he gets down, and he's really nice about it, and he always puts the trash can back on their sidewalk. And that's really nice of him. He has a really stinky job that I feel like he should, it's not much harder for me to push it down onto the street to just do that one little kind thing for him. I try to be nice to the bank tellers. I try to only get in the line of the ones that I like. There's a couple that I'm like, I just really don't like you. Really don't like US Bank. I'm really anti-US Bank, and I give them lots of bad reviews called corporate and complain. It's just very frustrating. But I see, like, just that, so we have these simple examples of different roles that we don't value the same like we should. And so we get caught up in that societal norm, like we need to be this, I need to be a doctor or a lawyer, one of these really important jobs. But, teachers, nurses, trashmen, uh, all of these jobs are just, I mean, even the people that work at the gas station. Like, if there was nobody to work at the gas station, and then how would you get your gas and your snacks and your stuff that you need in order to enjoy your day, you know, at our restaurants? We see this happening all over, but restaurants don't have enough staff. It's not even that they don't have enough staff, it's that corporates are not allotting enough staff hours in order to staff restaurants how they need to be staffed. And these people are suffering. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with some of the really whiny videos that you see about it. Like, quit your job and find another one. There are so many people hiring. I feel like take advantage of that. Go get a job somewhere else. And that's how we need to, like, show our employers, like, I'm not willing to tolerate this. I will write a formal letter that says I am quitting because you don't give me the hours I need, or you're giving me too many hours and not enough other staff. I should not be in a restaurant or a place without, help. But I have to make those changes. And we have to stop valuing, that was a crazy side tangent, but we have to stop valuing one type of position than another. We have to see that every talent has a value in our society, and that each one of these things is necessary, like a piece of a puzzle. And if we don't have all the puzzle pieces, we definitely have a hole. And we see that in our society. We see the holes that are created because we fail to value all the things. I, as a stay-at-home mom, I mean, I have other jobs, and as my kids get older, I take on more things. And but as a stay-at-home mom, I get it a lot. They're like, "Oh, how can you just stay at home all day?" And there are people who think, "Oh, she just eats bonbons and hangs out at home." But every person who's ever stayed at home with their children knows how much work that is. It's not an easy, like, tra la la, I just sit here and watch TV with my kids all day. That's definitely not how it is. Laundry alone is a full-time job when you have 3 children. I love laundry. I love laundry. That's like been my mantra so that I can accept the laundry chore. But all of these things have value. And as you start to think about what your natural talents are and what you're good at, like, honor that. Even if it is like, I'm really good at cooking. I love cooking. I'm really good at it. I do have some formal training I've gone out and got as an adult, but I've always really enjoyed cooking, and that's something that I'm just good at. My husband, like, yesterday, so my birthday is today. My husband yesterday, he's like, "Well, can I cook dinner, or can I do anything to help?" And I was like, "Well, I want spaghetti because that's my favorite thing, and I'm gonna cook it because you gotta make the spaghetti, like, I make it from scratch." And so he's like, "Okay, but can I help?" I'm like, "There's not really a lot. I mean, this is something that I really enjoy." And so it's fun for me. But you have to find those things that you really enjoy, no matter what it is. If it's, crafting or creating or, whatever. Just enjoy that and honor yourself for that. And allow that to blossom. Let's see. I went off on a totally side tangent. And then also, as you're thinking about this, don't just, okay, well, I'm good at whatever. There's also things that you enjoy that you've gone out and gotten formal training on, or you've gone out and taught yourself, and you need to honor that too. Like, I really enjoy gardening. It's not something that I was good at in the beginning. I've had to work at it. I've had to connect and learn and research and all of that stuff. But now, it's fun. It's easy. I like it. I have acquired that skill, and honor that too. Don't just, so it's not just the one, what are you naturally good at, but what are the things that you do provide and you are good at, and just honor yourself and honoring that. And you can either do that by just acknowledging that, even if it's something silly, like not silly, that was the wrong word. Even if it's something simple, like I'm really good at doing laundry. You can't see, I mean, you see my face. That wasn't because I'm not. I hate laundry. But maybe you're really good at laundry, and maybe you just like go in and you're like a little laundry fairy, and it gets done amazing, and you're welcome at my house whenever. And it all gets done amazingly. And honor that. Like, I'm good at doing the dishes. I can rock out some dishes really fast. It's not hard. It's bam, bam, done. And, that's a good thing. And honor those little things. Also, honor the things that you've worked hard at to learn. I am now pretty good at crocheting, but it's taken time. It's taken practice. It's taken doing it. But I can honor that. I'm like, okay, this is great. I can make these little creatures. My newest one is a little unicorn. It's pretty cool. But just take that time to honor that, and give yourself that pat on the back. Say good job, and be proud of yourself, because no matter what that talent is, like I said, every talent is needed in our puzzle in order to make the society a whole, in order to make this a better place, in order to make everything run smoothly and beautifully and with all of those great things. So honor yourself in those positions, even if it's, I love being a gas station attendant. I mean, I was a preschool teacher, and that's a way more noble job when you think about all of the jobs that you've had. But I'm like, I still really enjoyed working at the gas station. It was fun. It was easy. I was serving the community without having to work super hard, and I enjoyed that. Sadly, making more money as an attendant at a gas station than I was as a preschool teacher managing other staff and 22-year-olds. It's crazy. But um, you still have to honor each one of these positions. You have to honor all of those things that you're good at. And yeah, so on to our airplane. It's flying really low and slow, just hanging out. So our second question for today is, what is the best gift you have ever given? So gift giving is, it's like an important bonding thing. It's about building community. It's about building relationships and fostering this nurturing, loving kind of thing. And one of the best gifts I've ever given is I clean and organized my husband's garage one year for Father's Day. And I was like, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to buy him anything. I'm just going to do this. And he was all, like teary-eyed. He was so touched. He's like, oh my goodness, this is so nice. Thank you. I didn't put everything away perfectly, so there were some growing pains after the cleaning. But is one of the best gifts I've ever given, because just how much it meant to him. So as you think about this, it doesn't have to be like I bought someone a diamond necklace and that was the best gift I've ever given. It's not about the dollars. It's about the value. It's about, like I said, gift giving is about community building. And it's sad that we don't do this anymore. But, I mean, not do it, but it's not as common practice for, you get a new neighbor in the town, everybody comes over and brings pie or muffins or some kind of welcoming gift. And that's an important part of community building. You give gifts to people, to the homeless, to charities, to all of these different places that are in an attempt to build better community, to support those who need it, and to help make a change for the better. So even as you give gifts in your family, in your daily life, in your world around you, these are those same kind of, you are giving this gift in order to build a better community, a better bond, a better connection. And so as you think about what gifts you've given that are the best, think about what connections that you've made. And then think about what you can do in order to continue to give gifts of that nature, to help, do things that build better community. I was sad my neighbor didn't give me a bunch of peaches this year, and I didn't give her tomatoes. We just didn't exchange. She works nights and I work days, and we just didn't see each other this year, so it just kind of didn't happen. And that's kind of sad. It's just a fun little exchange that happens. One of the best gifts we've ever gotten from one of our neighbors is when we would put new sod down in our front yard. My neighbor next door came over with his coveralls on. He said, "Let's do this." And he helped my husband lay the sod and tuck it in and get it done right. And he owns a landscaping company, so he's really well versed in it. And he brought his skills. It got done amazingly fast, and it looks great. He did a great job. And we didn't ask, he just came over and helped. So I baked him a pie. And I was like, "Here's an apple pie. Thank you so much for your help." But that was like a great gift and great community building. And so, as we give gifts and as we think about the gifts that we've given, and as we have this gift giving season coming up, I mean, I personally am really torn between going out and spending a bunch of money on fruitless gifts for other people as like a show of like, oh, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to buy you this scarf or whatever. I'm really having this challenge with that. And even with my own kids, it's just the value in this. Oh, I have to buy something in order to show this. So as we enter into this gift giving season, I want everyone to keep that in mind. Like, what are you giving in order to build this community, in order to build something? And are the gifts that you're giving, are they promoting that? Are they thoughtful? Are they, building a relationship? So think about that. Think about gifts in the past. And maybe use something that you're really good at to create gifts for the people around you so that you are sharing your talents and sharing your skills and doing that thing. And that sounds like a great idea. I encourage everybody to do that. Let's get back to the gift giving of, handmade gifts that like really mean something and are, thoughtful and meaningful and kind and those kind of things. So, clearly I'm very ranty today. Tangenty, whatever that word is. So, thank you for staying and watching. And again, the questions for today and yesterday, but the two questions are, what is something that you're really good at? And honor that. And what is a really good gift that you've given? And think about the gifts that you could give in the future. And if you know what kind of bird that is, I imagine you can hear it. I want to know. Let me know, because I can't figure it out. Anyways, many blessings to you, and let me know your talents in the comments below. I'd love to hear what everybody's good at. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you soon.